Phil Knight, the legendary founder of Nike, is a name synonymous with perseverance, vision, and the power of never giving up. But his journey was far from easy, and behind the billion-dollar swoosh lies a story built on countless struggles, rejections, and failures that nearly broke him. Phil Knight's tale begins in Portland, Oregon, where he was born in 1938, a shy boy who discovered early that he loved running more than anything else, a passion that would one day transform his life. Yet back then, no one, not even Phil himself, imagined that he would change the face of sports and business forever. Because for many years, his path seemed filled with nothing but obstacles, failures, and doubts. After graduating from the University of Oregon, Phil pursued his MBA at Stanford, where he wrote a paper imagining a radical idea. Japanese shoes could challenge German giants like Adidas and Puma in the American market. A simple concept on paper, but one that became his obsession, his crazy idea, as he called it, though few believed in him. When he first pitched the idea, investors rejected him, banks turned him down, and even his closest circle thought he was chasing an impossible dream. Yet Phil Knight refused to stop. Instead, he traveled to Japan, faced rejection after rejection from companies unwilling to take him seriously, until finally one small firm, Onitsuka, gave him a chance, allowing him to distribute their tiger shoes in the United States. With no office, no staff, and no capital, Phil Knight started selling shoes out of the trunk of his car at track meets, facing humiliations when no one bought, surviving by working as an accountant by day and hustling his shoe business by night, building one sale at a time, one believer at a time. But struggles only deepened. Shipments were delayed, money was always short, banks threatened to pull support, and competitors tried to crush him. Many nights he lay awake wondering if his dream would collapse, yet he refused to quit, reminding himself that every runner faces pain before victory, and this business was his marathon. His breaking point came when Onitsuka betrayed him, trying to take his business away, leaving Phil devastated, nearly bankrupt, and betrayed after years of loyalty. It seemed like all doors had closed. Yet in that darkest moment, he made the most daring decision of his life, to build his own shoe brand from scratch. In 1971, together with his trusted coach Bill Bowerman, he founded Nike, naming it after the Greek goddess of victory, and the iconic swoosh, created for just $35, became the symbol of relentless spirit. Even then, success was not instant. Nike faced lawsuits, near bankruptcy, product failures, and endless criticism. But Phil Knight pushed harder, learning that failures were not the end but stepping stones, each loss shaping him into the leader he needed to become. Slowly, Nike rose, first through innovative shoes like the waffle sole, then through powerful athlete endorsements like Michael Jordan, and finally by building a brand that represented not just sports, but a lifestyle of courage, discipline, and persistence. From selling shoes out of a car trunk to building a multi-billion-dollar empire, Phil Knight's journey proves that failure is not the opposite of success, but the very foundation of it. And his story reminds us that when everything seems impossible, when rejection feels endless, when struggles almost break you, that is the moment to keep going, because victory waits for those who refuse to give up. Phil Knight turned failure into fortune, proving to the world that persistence, belief, and vision can transform even the craziest dream into history. And today, every time someone sees the Nike swoosh, they see not just a brand, but a symbol of resilience, of daring to dream, and of the unstoppable spirit of a man who refused to quit. Phil Knight turned failure into fortune, proving to the world that persistence, belief, and vision can transform even the craziest dream into history. And today, every time someone sees the Nike swoosh, they see not just a brand, but a symbol of resilience, of daring to dream, and of the unstoppable spirit of a man who refused to quit.